Ad campaigns paid for by innocent people under the impression to help with their donations. While one hand gives under the flashing lights of cameras, the other takes in the shadows. We all know the dollar is worthless, while the euro is merely charged with German intellect and technology, and maybe some Italian pasta. How can one expect donations from nations that have so little? It's super sweet of you to come with your colored paper in exchange for our gold and diamonds. But instead, you should come empty-handed, filled with integrity and honor. We want to share with you our wealth and invite you to share with us. The perception is that a healthy and striving Africa would not disperse its resources as freely and cheaply, which is logical. Of course, it would instead sell its resources at world market prices, which in turn would destabilize and weaken Western economies, established on the post-colonial free meal system. Last year, the IMF reports that 6 out of 10 of the world's fastest growing economies are in Africa, measured by their GDP growth. The French Treasury, for example, is receiving about $500 billion year in, year out, in foreign exchange reserves from African countries based on colonial debt they forced them to pay. Former French President Jacques Chirac stated in an interview recently that we have to be honest and acknowledge that a big part of the money in our banks comes precisely from the exploitation of the African continent. In 2008, he stated that without Africa, France will slide down in the rank of a third world power. This is what happens in the human world, the world we have created. Have you ever wondered how things work in nature? One would assume that in evolution the fittest survives. However, in nature, any species that is overhunting, overexploiting the resources they depend on as nourishment, natural selection would sooner or later take the predator out because it offsets the balance. Now that I shared my perspective with you, I would like to share my initiatives with you. As a Sierra Leonean, I'm a diamond expert. I find them in the rough. What nature created from the darkest substance under the influence of heat and pressure transforms into the strongest, most brilliant rocks. These rocks have the consistency to stem an entire nation. These will be our future leaders. Please meet the Philosopher Creative Collective I formed with 21 street kids that were orphaned and displaced as a result of the Sierra Leonean Civil War and ended up living in the street as early as age 3, growing up as outlaws of society.
I name Timothy, but my gangster name na Ephraim.
My name is Patrick Christian Kago.
My name is Alusanjalo.
My name is Samosi. They call me DMX.
None shall escape the visions that I see. No soul to save. Best believe.
I lost my mother and father during the Civil War in Sierra Leone. I was brought up by my grandmother in the village.
At the age of 5 years of age, so this time my mother had treat me, even put poison for me, and I chop for it.
The visions that
In Jesus' name I pray, amen. This is not my story, not my life.
I would not the man who formed la base. Yes, I would not the first man who begin lock la base. Stay other gangster the Kaisai la base. And la base is it now. The team, all man fearful of the team.
the visions that I see.
You get the hard way, you get the soft way. The soft way na for good thief. The hard way na for good tooth. Na of course, the tooth for people or it will dirty for people.
If you not strong na the streets, you go die before time, or either you come out bad before time.
2001 when I come on the streets, I did do them bad, I did thief, I did job phone, I did do all them bad life. Till 2010, I can shoot my lens.
From the street, he take me to school, he go put me in school. I did live fine now. Then me own thing what I want to do in the future. I want to study law. I get that determination, they always. So I want to become a lawyer, me future than the.
Best believe my breath must break.
My future plan, see what I able to do for help me own family. Because I don't decide say I want to go to school, I want to be international businessman.
So me, some of me company, the way they live their wayward life there, I wish them back go change like me. For let them go, they left them style here. Let them they imagine say all the rough style here not fine for mortal man. Mortal man, I more possible for the reason and wish for better future in this world.